Could you get 8 to 16 years in prison for saying you're going to give this sucking government a good if you lived in America? Why, yes, you could. And like J.A. Griffith, you might end up here at the old Montana prison. America entered World War I in 1917, but support for the war was far from unanimous. So when President Woodrow Wilson signed the Espionage Act of 1917 into law, Congress wasn't just worried about spies, they also criminalized free speech. The law addressed offenses like disclosing information related to national defense, but it also turned a drunk 64-year-old into a criminal for criticizing the draft at a bar. Now anyone caught sharing information that interfered with the war could face fines up to $10,000, which is like $250,000 today, and 20 years in prison. To gain support, the government put on a propaganda campaign with writers, artists, educators, celebrities, and journalists to unite people. Gee, sound familiar? Then Montana took things a step further and passed their own Sedition Act. Basically, it became illegal to write or say anything disloyal, profane, slurring, contemptuous, or abusive about the U.S. during wartime. 26 other states had similar laws, but Montana's were the harshest. It became illegal to speak German, even from the pulpit, and books written in German were banned. The government even encouraged citizens to snitch on each other to wipe out sedition. So, I guess some things don't change. And they weren't playing around. On April 3rd, 1918, Pete Urvik said, "F the United States and f the flag." 3 days later, he was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison. You could even be polite about it. Herman Bosch received 4 to 8 years for saying this war should be stopped and peace declared. And Matt Johnson's very based take that United States Liberty Bonds were no good landed him 2 to 5 years in prison. Montana convicted 78 people under this law, and it even inspired the federal government to expand the Espionage Act with the Sedition Act of 1918. And if you're wondering why people didn't appeal, well, they did, all the way to the Supreme Court, where they upheld the sentence. By 1921, Congress repealed the Sedition Act, and in 1923, those in the Montana prison were paroled. They spent a combined 65 years locked up, and 19 men received fines of $20,000. Montana Governor Brian Schweitzer pardoned the sedition law victims in 2006 and acknowledged we can criticize our government. Today, though, large parts of the Espionage Act are still law. It's what led to charges against Edward Snowden, Julian Assange, and many others. So, for now, we're free to criticize our government, but with America's increasing involvement in Israel, Iran, Ukraine, and who knows where next, how long will it stay that way?